Hey guys, I'm Levan Cuthbert on the boards. I'm going to show you today how to remove the door handles of a NNBS 2007.5 to 13 door panels. I'm starting to do my car audio, and I had to look up how to take off door panels on the boards. Found one site of a guy who's doing color matched door handles, and that got me pretty far of getting them taken off, but there was a step at the end of the interior door handle part that I had to figure out myself. So I searched some more, didn't really find a whole lot, so I was a part of some boards a couple years ago, and I made a video like this for door handles, and all the guys really appreciated it, so I figured I'd make one for all you NNBS guys. So what we're going to start with is up here on this part here, your little door lock piece. There's a little small piece of plastic on the front you're going to want to take off to get this off. I just use my pocket knife. You can use a little screwdriver, whatever you like. But there's a little notch on the top, and you just put the screwdriver knife in there, or to the side, however you can get it off. That pops off. You got a little piece like that, and then that piece will just slide right off the top. This little piece kind of pinches the little rod in between it, and it holds it together. Next, you can take off this silver piece here. It's just a cover on your pull handle. Just pull out it from the top. Work it around. It's just got clips. Pops right off. Then you got this piece back in here. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a little line in there. Just stick it right dead in the center at the bottom and kind of just pry up a little bit. That pops right out also. And then there's also one more behind your actual handle here. So you get it in there. Pull that one off also. Clips right in. The how-to I saw, the guy doing the color match door handles, he didn't have in there taking off the actual switch panel, which isn't required, but I found for taking the connectors off the back, once you got the door handle hanging there, it's kind of easier just to pull this handle off right now and get the connectors disconnected. So it's not just the silver piece, it's actually the silver piece along with this black piece right here. That's all a part of it, so don't try to peel or don't try to pop off between the silver and the black. Actually get under it right here, and then just start from the back, pop it up. Kind of take your time with it. Try not to break anything. And the passenger side was easier. It wasn't quite pinched between there so much, I didn't feel like, but let's get that loose and up. That gives you access to all your connections on the back. See if I can pull this any closer. And then you got 4 on this driver's side. The passenger side I think had 2 or 3. So take all these loose. May need your small screwdriver to get the connections off the board. And these all kind of connect differently to the board, so just kind of pay attention to the clips and do what they require. And this one on the end here next to the unlock and lock button, this was the connector I had difficulty accessing when I didn't take this panel off before. So this is kind of the easier one to do once you get it off. So you just put it behind this little plastic tab and just kind of pop it up and out, and then you get the whole panel off, and it's going to be a lot easier once you get the panel off the door. So once you got that off, now you're down to some 10mm bolts. You can use a ratchet. I just got a 10mm little bit on a screwdriver. It's pretty easy also. There is, the most difficult one to get through is actually under your handle. Just lift it up, hold it up while you unscrew it. Got that one. Then you've got two in your actual handle here up top. And then once you get these two out, this piece will, it might sit there, but just take it off, it makes it easier. And then you've got two behind this pull handle in the metal back there. It's kind of hard to see from the angle I'm at, you guys are at, but the truck's kind of tall, so. The tallest stool I could find to set the computer on. And if you drop them down between the door handle and the door, it's not a big deal. You can get it once you get the door panel off. One more. So after this comes the trickiest part. It's going to take a little bit of practice getting these door panels popped off the actual door. There's like maybe 10 to 12 clips that clip this door into the shell of the door, or excuse me, that clip the door panel into the shell of the door, and each one of them holds the door really tight. So it's going to take a little practice and a little technique to get it off, but it's doable. Once you get one of them done, the rest of them, each one gets a little easier. So I'm going to prop the computer back a little bit so you guys can see that a little better. What I've found is easiest is to start at the bottom. I just use a couple flat blade screwdrivers. You got to be careful because it can chip your paint along this edge if you're not careful. So you just kind of have to go slow, and there's clips, once every 6 to 8 inches along the bottom, and then same way up these top sides. And then the top just has like this kind of shape, and it just sits on the top, so there's no clips at the top. So just kind of start. There's one in this corner area that I like to start with, so I'll kind of show you how to do that. Just kind of get it up underneath there. Look up underneath where the clip's at. Get the next screwdriver as close to that clip as you can, and then just kind of pull back both of them. And then you'll hear that one pop. So that's one you got. So then just sort of make your way along this edge and looking for the next clip. You can kind of see as I'm going along this edge, you can hear them popping. So once you get the bottom loose, that's kind of the hardest part. You can kind of start pulling along this edge. Same thing on this side. And then once you get up to the top, you're about there. Kind of give it a couple pulls. And there's one next to this seam also. Right there. So then once you get that one, you can pop this triangle loose. I forgot about that. I like that. Pull that triangle off. Forgot about that. Then you can lift the door panel free of the shell. Then what you're going to want to do is let these connectors free through the hole. There is one of these connectors that's actually push pin through the panel upwards, so you want to push that through. Let it free. And then this is the trickiest part. The easiest way I found is to do it like this. I'll kind of show you the best I can. See if I can. What I found to do is rotate the actual panel like this, about 90 degrees. Get it upside down, and then I'll be able to show you better once I get it off. There is a cable actuated. It's a cable that goes to the actual latch that when you pull on this, it activates. So that cable is got a clip in between this plastic to hold it in there. So you got to get that clip pushed together and then through the hole, and then so you can lift the cable out of the handle. So I'll show you that once I get it off. You just want to use a pair of needle nose pliers to pinch these little notches together. Don't know what I'm hitting. Setting the alarm off. There we go. Alright, see if I can show this to you guys. This assembly right here is where the cable attaches to. You can see that silver half ring, half moon looking shape right there. The cable ball sits in there. And then through this, which may also be hard to see. Yeah. Right here, there's a hole in the plastic right there. The piece of plastic sits in there, and then it has two like teeth that kind of widen out to hold it in. You want to pinch those teeth together, slide it out of that hole, and then you can pull this around and lift the cable ball out of that socket there. And then once you get that loose, you're freed up. So that's pretty much it. Just kind of wanted to make something to make it easier for you guys in the future. It would have made it easier for me. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you later.